Okay, so I was watching Alex Beetle's analysis on the Danish Deception saga, if you may, and what she said, I haven't finished watching it, so you can watch it if you want to, and it triggered a thought that I always had about highly successful women, like career successful, doing well for themselves, and all financially stable. Like you can see the track record of these women working hard in their field, getting awards, doing great for themselves in the corporate atmosphere, if you may, of the country where they reside. And those who are also in entrepreneurship, you can see how hard they have worked and everything. But it would appear that in the area of relationship, it seems that the more it would appear, and I apologize in advance, but it would appear that women who are highly successful in finance and business, they often tend to fall for things that common sense tells you to avoid. And it's worrisome. Because I'm wondering, what is the purpose of education if it doesn't help you to protect yourself in all areas of life? Because look at the lady in the Danish Deception thing. She was brainy enough to make all that money, but then the person she chose to be with siphoned the money from her through a relationship. Like, I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say here. Like, how does it help that you have all these brains to make all this money, but someone can just come into your life, tell you something, convince you one way or the other that it's a good idea to suck you dry through your relationship, and then everything you work for gets siphoned through your relationship? There's something odd about that. And it's a whole journey. Because I also watched another creator, I can't remember her name right now, talk about how when a woman wants to be with a man or she's in love or whatever, there isn't anything you can tell her that she listen to. You know, it's work. And she mentioned something that I agree with, that says that, or that I've come to realize is more like it, that women who are highly successful in career, business, and money-making ventures, so to speak, education and all, it doesn't translate to self-esteem boost for them, because the way the people they choose and what they choose, situations they choose to be in, shows a case of self-esteem issues. And you wonder how somebody who is that educated, that brilliant, that excellent in their work would have low self-esteem. Apparently, it's not the same thing to be intelligent and have self-esteem. Like, they're two different things. However, I think where I'm going with all of this, I just put that as a background. Where I'm going with all of this is to say, if while you're deciding how to go on this journey of being unscammable, let me use that word, or being unscammable, uncheatable, it's best that you use your intelligence in your relationships, in who you choose, why you choose them. Like, bring all the expertise you have, all the money-making expertise you have, all the expertise you have, all the education you have, bring all that knowledge into deciphering and discerning what kind of relationship you want to be in or you should be in. Bring that in. It's very important. While you're figuring out permanent solutions as to how you perceive people, how you decide what is best for you and who is best for you, bring that knowledge. Because if you're successful in business and career, I should think that what made you successful in business and career can very well be applied in your relationships. I know people would try to convince you that don't treat your relationships like your job. Do, because you could lose your job through a relationship. I mean, we're talking about a woman resigning from her job so that she can be closer to the man she married who ended up leaving her. The Danish Deception. She left her job. I don't think there's anybody who would say that makes sense. But it's scary, because if these things happen to very intelligent, highly educated women, it's scary, because that means it could happen to anyone. That's my first thoughts about this, the Danish Deception saga. Like, it could happen to any woman. And so, as much as I understand the part where people are like, oh, you want it to be, and look, a lot of these people who reacted, they're correct. Like, it was kind of obvious for everyone who saw it that this was just not going to go the way she was hoping it will go. But she stayed in there anyway until she was practically kicked out, right? And so it means it could happen to any woman. It could happen. And so you gotta protect yourself. And one of the quickest ways to do that, bring your expertise, what you're good at, what you're best at, what you've been certified in, what you've gotten awards on, what you excel in, all that knowledge, all that expertise, bring that together and use it to secure yourself in every other area of your life where it seems that you may be naive. Bring that. You spend too much time learning in one area than to compartmentalize, and then allow the part of yourself that is not as educated in code to be stamped out of what you spend so much time learning and gathering. Thank you.